'Tis the season to shine with H&M. Discover the holiday collection and find fashionable pieces for your wardrobe or for under the tree. Get inspired and dazzle with this year's glam. From tuxedo styles, bow detailed pieces, impressive prints, and more. From unforgettable looks to unforgettable gifts. With fashion finds to home decor, find it all at H&M. Treat your loved ones and yourself this season. Shop in-store or at hm.com.
Do you think it had a big impact on them, Lucy?
I do think it did. I'm not as negative as I thought it would have. And I'll tell you why it's not as negative as I thought it would have. Is because they've seen me change my life, turn it around and give up. And I think that by doing that, it's had such a positive impact on them. I mean, I know it wasn't good to drink for all of those years. And certainly when they were younger, they weren't impacted very much because I was so highly functioning, they didn't realise it. But now that they're teens, they were more aware of it. And also my ex-husband, who they spend quite a lot of time with, he's also a big drinker. So it was like, not only have I got an addictive personality, he possibly has as well. These kids are watching us both drink. Someone somewhere here has got to change this pattern for them.
The messaging there is the wrong message. That
they're wrong.
The signal that's being pumped out of that situation is not the right message.
It was totally wrong, and someone had to do something.
Yeah,
had to break that cycle that they were living through, which was that it's okay to drink. And it got to the point where if I was on the phone to them, they could recognise in my voice if I'd had one drink.
I'd now just think it was your weird boil that you got inside your mouth. What's it called?
That is what I sounded like. It's an ulcer. I don't even want to think about it.
Okay,
it was too upsetting.
Yeah.
No, and I annoyed them, and I scared them, and I started worrying them because they were worried about what I would do next. In the last few months of me drinking, I went out and fell off a wall, a bit like Humpty Dumpty. My friend said I was just like Humpty Dumpty. I was just sitting there, and I just fell sideways, and then started going forward and whacked my head on the concrete pavement below, on a concrete corner of a flower bed, went just above my eye, and I had a massive black eye. And my daughter had waited up for me to get in because she was so worried about me, and I came home with a massitive black eye. And that just wasn't fair.
No.
And
there's a role reversal going on there.
There
isn't
was. Yeah. And she started, couldn't get to, if I'd gone out for a drink, she'd be worried, always worried. She'd want me to come home, and more often than not, I wouldn't come home till the early hours. So it just, and I think by that point, I was using alcohol as a sort of a self-harming way of, because I knew it wasn't good for me, but I couldn't seem to stop it. And I was starting to hate myself for it. So two teenage girls watching that.
No, watching their mother give up on herself a bit.
Yeah. It was absolutely terrible for them to see.
Yeah.
But for them to then see me turn it around.
Yeah. What an inspiration.
And I think, and so to anybody listening, and this is what I really, really want to get across, and that's why I'm sharing this, because I'm not proud of it. It doesn't matter what age your kids are. It's never too late to give up. And my kids are so proud of me for what I've done. And I genuinely think that, I would rather have not drunk through their childhood, but I genuinely think that by drinking through it and then showing them how you can actually turn your life around if you really want to, and the difference it makes in a person between drinking and not drinking, they actually say, I'm happy now. That's how they describe it.
Yeah.
I'm happy, whereas I wasn't before. So that gives them the message that alcohol makes you unhappy and not drinking makes you happy. So that's the message I've passed on to them. I'm super proud of it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't too late. It was just before my eldest learnt to drive. So I could have been getting lifts to the pub and everything.
Damn it.
So that's my story, and it's out there to help people think it's never too late. Please do it if you can, because it's amazing for your kids to see.
It's so nice to have to now be that inspiration for them. I mean, they're going to always remember what you did and how, and how you were so capable of change, and that anyone is now capable of change. I mean, that's what I hope I'm giving my children as well. I hope I'm giving them a choice, whereas perhaps I felt like I didn't have much of a choice whether I drank or not drank when I was growing up. So I think giving them that choice now, like to say, look, is drinking fun or is it not fun? My children will see that I am fun. I am a fun person. I do socialise and I do go out and have a good time, and I don't drink. And that's the message I'm passing. They will never know me as a drinker, but I'm still capable of passing on a message to them to say, look, it's your choice what you do when you're older, but look at me, like this is what I do, and this is what you do now, Lucy, as well, is look at us, we're fine, we're happy, much happier than we've ever been in our lives. We don't have anxiety. Your depression's getting so much better. All of these things are changing because we've given up drinking alcohol. That is the basis. We've changed probably a few other things because of those things, but the basis is the same thing. We've given up drinking, and it's changed our lives.
And we can talk to them very seriously about the effects of alcohol because we've been there. So although we're non-drinkers, we've got so much knowledge to help them through that experience. And there's such a culture for kids to drink, which is really, really difficult for them.